The role of the planner is crucial within the development of an advertising campaign. The ANA Educational Foundation states that it is the planner's responsibility to understand the consumer's behaviour, feelings, and desires. It is this understanding of the human condition that focuses and drives the entire campaign to success, as written by Moriarty in 2015. The component of a planner's job with arguably the most importance is the insight, the message that captures the feelings and beliefs of the consumer that the campaign team can use to make an impactful and resonating advert. The insight informs the strategy, the creative direction, the media and digital productions, and the budget, so it has to be solidly built on fact and research. Hamilton reiterated this and demonstrated the importance of an extensive methodology that thoroughly gains understanding of all aspects of the target audience's life. All academic research, including that of Bryson, states that to develop an insight, extensive research must be undertaken, which will provide enough data to create said insight. This was the aspect of the campaign that proved most difficult for me. It took a lot of consideration, as I was very aware that groups would likely have similar insights, and I wanted something that stood out and was a fresh idea. In hindsight, I was so focused on an insight that would be unique and lend itself to a creative campaign that I did not have sufficient research to justify the final insight. This is something unexperienced planners tend to do, according to Morrison and Helly, and can jeopardize the entire campaign. The marker's comments stated that the insight had strong potential, but lacked evidence that it would be effective. Not getting ahead of myself and making sure of a strong justification is something I need to become more proficient in. After all, an insight is unlikely to work if it does not resonate with the market, something that can only be discovered through research. Despite the pressures and difficulty I had developing the insight, I did, with the input of my role partner and the rest of the team, create one that I felt resonated with the target audience, and was something I didn't think had been overplayed. After presenting this to the group, all members but one agreed on the insight. This presented me with an issue, as I was trying to have the insight settled as soon as possible. However, I knew it best to listen to the concerns of this member, as they might be well-founded. Also, he was a creative, so agreeing to the insight and effectively using it was key. After myself and the rest of the team listened to his worries that the insight was too short and dull, we explained that the insight does not have to be flashy and convoluted, that something short and speaking to the truth of the market was enough. Despite the fact that the rest of the group agreed with the original insight, this member shut down these ideas multiple times, insisting that he was correct. Our group recognized the importance of listening to all ideas to make sure we had the best insight we could. However, there is also an element of democracy within a team environment. This tension was seen on a few occasions prior to and after the development of the insight. Onag and Tapichi conducted research that concluded positive intra-team communication, as well as team cohesion, had a direct impact on group members' willingness to participate, as well as to the overall success of the team. Reflection has made a couple of things clearer in my mind. Firstly, the academic research states that the insight must come from strong data for it to be successful. I made the mistake of developing the insight slightly based on what I thought would work, rather than what the data actually suggested. It is arguably the most important part of the campaign and needs to be well-founded for it to be effective. In this case, the theory surrounding this procedure was correct, and something I need to pay closer attention to in the future. Additionally, when it comes to group conflict, as I experienced in this scenario, it is best to address the issue as soon as possible. I mistakenly ignored the situation in the hope that he would become more collaborative. However, he did not, and we as a group found ourselves treading on eggshells when it came to communication, so as not to upset him. In the future, it would be best to calmly and politely try to understand his concerns, but not let them overrule the majority or take up more time than is necessary. Conflict can be a beneficial way of creating discussion and developing ideas, as long as it's done in a positive manner. My experiences in advertising campaigns, particularly that of developing the insight, has provided me with practical experience in being both a planner and an effective team member. These are skills that will transcend my career and will be demonstrated in life experiences to come.